Last month, Customs and Border Protection saw more than 260,000 southern border crossings, which is a record.
Victoria Falls, or as the locals call it, Mosiatunya. It means the smoke that thunders.
The world is home to a plethora of astounding and mind-boggling locations, yet none are quite as peculiar as the bizarre and captivating borders that exist between some countries. When two vastly different nations collide, it is only natural that distinct disparities arise, catching our attention in the most remarkable ways. Borders, though often complex, can unveil the most extraordinary and exclusive spectacles found on our planet. From the dangerous Moroccan Wall to the border cutting through buildings, here are 17 of the world's strangest borders. You will regret if you don't see them. Number 17. Netherlands and Belgium. First on this list is the unique and fascinating territory of Baarle-Hertog in Belgium, or should I say Baarle-Nassau in the Netherlands. Whether you say Belgium or the Netherlands, you're right both ways. This small piece of land is divided into an intricate patchwork of Belgian and Dutch territories, creating a truly remarkable and complex situation. With many people engaging in a friendly debate over which country this region belongs to, it becomes clear that Baarle-Hertog and Baarle-Nassau defy conventional borders and blur the lines between nations. So let's take a moment to appreciate the extraordinary nature of this place and embrace the fact that Baarle-Hertog and Baarle-Nassau are a harmonious blend of Belgian and Dutch influences, making it a truly unique and captivating destination for visitors from around the world. One peculiar aspect of this border is its passage through the charming village of Baarle, where it intersects with various private residences, eateries, cultural establishments, and art galleries. Baarle is a village that straddles both Belgium and the Netherlands, creating a fascinating patchwork of enclaves. Within this village, there are 22 Belgian enclaves situated on Dutch soil, and intriguingly, these Belgian enclaves encompass 7 Dutch enclaves. Consequently, the boundaries between the two countries often meander through houses and properties, forming a unique puzzle-like configuration. Both Belgium and the Netherlands are members of the Schengen area, a zone characterized by the absence of internal border controls. The origins of the Belgium-Netherlands border can be traced back to medieval treaties, which granted certain territories to specific families. This historical background contributed to the border's peculiar nature, allowing individuals to simply step onto a sidewalk and find themselves in a different country. This border stretches across a vast distance of 450 kilometers, running in an east-west direction and acting as a dividing line between the northern region of Belgium and the southern part of the Netherlands. Remarkably, there are no permanent border controls between the two countries, thanks to the implementation of the Schengen Agreement. This agreement allows for seamless travel between numerous European Union and European Economic Area countries, eliminating the need for extensive border checks. Both Belgium and the Netherlands proudly participate in the Schengen area, fostering a sense of unity and ease of movement within the region. Number 16. The Tumen River. The Tumen River, situated in Northeast Asia, is a significant waterway that traverses the borders of China, North Korea, and Russia. It holds both natural beauty and geopolitical importance, but it is not without its share of dangers. One of the primary concerns associated with the Tumen River is the presence of political tensions in the region. Serving as a dividing line between China and North Korea, occasional conflicts and military-related incidents have occurred, potentially jeopardizing the safety and security of those living or traveling near the river. Crossing the Tumen River without proper authorization is strictly prohibited due to its status as an international border. Unauthorized border crossings can result in severe legal consequences, including encounters with Border Patrol and law enforcement agencies. In addition, the region where the Tumen River flows experiences extreme weather conditions. Harsh winters with freezing temperatures and hot summers are characteristic of the area. These weather extremes can pose significant risks to individuals who are ill-prepared or unequipped to handle the challenging environment. Furthermore, strong currents, rapids, and potential underwater dangers make swimming, boating, or engaging in water activities hazardous. Are you thinking of visiting this border? You might want to know your limits and be better prepared, or you might regret it. Number 15. The US-Canada border. The border between the United States and Canada holds the distinction of being the longest non-militarized border globally, stretching an impressive 5,525 miles. This expansive boundary not only connects the two nations, but also encounters multiple bodies of water, including 3 oceans and the Great Lakes, further accentuating its significance. One intriguing aspect is that the border intersects a lake, deliberately dividing a portion of Canada. Additionally, the border takes a meandering path that extends to envelop the entirety of Vancouver Island within Canadian territory. The peculiar shape of the US-Canada border can be attributed to historical surveying methods, which were not as advanced or precise as modern techniques. Consequently, the border's irregular contours bear witness to the limitations of surveying during the time of its establishment. Established through the Treaty of Paris in 1783, the US-Canada border has undergone numerous revisions, experiencing almost a dozen alterations throughout its history. However, what sets this border apart is its peculiar nature. In terms of demarcation, the border differs from the conventional notion of a straight line. Instead, it is marked by a 20-foot strip of clear-cut forest, creating a visible separation between the two nations. Furthermore, there exists a designated no-touch zone, a 6-meter divide between the forests of the United States and Canada, emphasizing the separation between their respective territories. You had better be careful around the no-touch zone. Overall, the US-Canada border stands as a remarkable boundary, encompassing various geographic features and exhibiting unique characteristics that contribute to its unparalleled status in the world. Number 14. The Moroccan Wall. The Moroccan Wall, known as the second largest wall in the world after the Great Wall of China, serves a unique purpose by creating an unusual border. Spanning a staggering 2,700 kilometers, this colossal structure is maintained and guarded by a force of 120,000 Moroccan soldiers. The wall itself is not only a physical barrier, but also a complex system consisting of sand dunes, bunkers, fences, and even landmines. These defensive measures make crossing the border treacherous, as even in the absence of soldiers, there is a significant risk of injury. The wall does not only divide Morocco and Western Sahara, but it extends into Mauritania as well. This expansion was a result of tensions between Morocco and Algeria, as Algeria supported the Polisario Front. Its primary function is to separate Morocco from an unofficial territory called Western Sahara, which is under the control of a group known as the Polisario Front. The Polisario Front and Morocco have been locked in a territorial dispute that lasted for decades. The main bone of contention lies in Western Sahara, as the Polisario Front desires to have full ownership and control over this region. Both Morocco and Western Sahara were once Spanish colonies, with Morocco gaining independence in 1956 and subsequently taking control of Western Sahara through military action. However, the Polisario Front managed to reclaim the land through warfare, although it has not been officially recognized as a separate country. In an effort to resolve the conflict, various international organizations such as the Organization of African Unity, the African Union, and the United Nations actively participated in negotiating peace agreements. However, finding a resolution proved challenging due to the complex dynamics and conflicting interests. As the situation continues to unfold, the Moroccan Wall stands as a formidable symbol of territorial dispute and the complexities of regional relationships. Number 13. Dreiländereck Basil. Now let's talk about a border that covers 3 countries. If you are looking to cross off 3 countries from your travel list all at once, the area Dreiländereck Basil can definitely assist you. This particular intersection is distinguished by a notable monument called the Dreiländereck, located in the city of Basel. Notably, Basel is renowned as the hometown of the legendary tennis player Roger Federer. Basel is unique as it is situated on the borders of 3 countries, being part of France, Germany, and Switzerland, with German as its official language. Although Switzerland is not a member of the European Union, it is part of the Schengen area, allowing for free movement between all 3 countries. However, it is important to note that there are certain laws that can pose some challenges. For instance, if you own a dog, you should understand that dogs residing in France and Switzerland require tax payments, whereas in Germany, they're exempt from taxes. Moreover, in Germany, there exists a peculiar law that prohibits tuning your piano after midnight. Therefore, if you happen to live in a German suburb of Basel and find yourself in urgent need of tuning your piano during the late hours of the night, it would be wise to transport it to Switzerland or France to avoid breaking the law. Number 12. U.S.-Mexico border. The U.S.-Mexico border is widely recognized as one of the most contentious and polarizing borders in the world. Spanning a length of 3,200 kilometers, it even stretches into the vast Pacific Ocean, separating San Diego, California, and Tijuana, Mexico. To fortify this section, a robust seawall was erected, closely monitored by United States security forces who employ state-of-the-art cameras mounted on walls and conduct regular helicopter patrols. Former President Donald Trump made the construction of a wall along the entire Mexican border a central promise during his presidential campaign. While in office, his administration managed to erect a substantial 727 kilometers of border wall. However, about 640 kilometers of this construction merely involved restoring existing barriers. These barriers, which commonly stand at a height of approximately 12 feet, are composed of horizontal metal shafts and rods with gaps in between. A dense wire mesh overlays a portion of the metal posts, creating a formidable structure, illuminated by bright lights. This fortified fence ensures that any attempt to breach it would be swiftly detected by vigilant guards. Yet amidst this imposing border infrastructure, there exists a poignant location known as Friendship Park in San Diego. In contrast to the stark divide, this spot allows for interactions between friends and family members. Here, individuals on opposite sides of the fence can catch a glimpse of their loved ones and, on rare occasions, even embrace them or give a handshake. It is an emotionally charged site that encapsulates the profound impact of this physical barrier on personal relationships and human connections. Number 11. The Four Corners Monument. The Four Corners Monument is a unique landmark located in the southwestern United States. As the name implies, it marks the only point in the United States where four states, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah, meet at a single geographic point. The monument is situated on the Colorado Plateau and is managed by the Navajo Nation Parks and Recreation Department. Talking about the exceptionality of this monument, it is located in a remote area in the desert, approximately 6.8 miles north of the town of Teeknospos, Arizona. The Four Corners Monument consists of a granite disc embedded in a concrete plaza, and the disc is inscribed with the names of the four states and the year the monument was established. Visiting the site provides visitors the opportunity to stand in four states simultaneously. The monument is surrounded by a plaza where visitors can walk around and take photos or place their hands and feet in different states. The Four Corners region is rich in Native American history and culture. The Navajo, Ute, Hopi, and Zuni tribes have ancestral ties to the area, and their cultural influences can be experienced through various arts, crafts, and traditions. The Four Corners Monument is a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the country and the world. It offers facilities such as parking, restrooms, and vendor stalls where Native American artisans sell jewelry, pottery, and other crafts. In 2010, a survey revealed that the monument's actual location is slightly off, and the states do not meet exactly at the marker. However, the monument's symbolic significance and popularity as a tourist destination remain unaffected. Number 10. Bosnia and Croatia. The border separating Bosnia and Herzegovina from Croatia stretches across an impressive 932 kilometers, making it the second longest external land border within the European Union, just behind the Finland-Russia border. This significant boundary is clearly demarcated by a dashed red line, serving as a visible reminder of the division between these two nations. A pivotal moment in the history of this border occurred on November 22, 1998, when the Neum Agreement was signed in the Croatian capital of Zagreb. This agreement specifically addressed the unique situation of Neum, a coastal strip belonging to Bosnia and Herzegovina that effectively isolates the southernmost Croatian exclave from the remainder of Croatia. The roots of this arrangement can be traced back to the Treaty of Karlovac, which was established way back in 1699. The historical context behind this border is the outcome of centuries of warfare against the Ottoman Empire, which led to numerous territorial changes. The border has been shaped and reshaped throughout history due to the influence of different empires such as the Hungarians and the Habsburg Empire. The aftermath of the Second World War also played a role in the establishment of this border. The border between Croatia and Bosnia is unique for several reasons. Firstly, it is worth noting that Croatia's geographic center is actually located in Bosnia. Additionally, Bosnia holds the record for having the world's shortest coastline. Another interesting aspect is the presence of Neum, a town that cuts through Croatia, effectively dividing the country into two parts. This division creates a crescent-shaped border, with Bosnia forming an arrow-shaped wedge into Croatia. Facilitating the movement of people and goods across this extensive border, transit points remain operational around the clock, every day of the year. However, it is essential for individuals crossing this border to possess a valid passport or travel document. Additionally, if their country mandates it, visitors must also secure the appropriate visa to ensure a smooth entry. It is worth noting that citizens of Bosnia and Herzegovina enjoy the privilege of visa-free travel within the Schengen area for short stays. One of the most common scenarios where tourists encounter the Bosnia to Croatia border is during their journey from Split to Dubrovnik. This popular route not only showcases the stunning natural beauty of the region, but also highlights the significance of this border as a gateway between these two enchanting destinations. Number 9. Slovakia, Austria, Hungary border. We all know three-way junctions are some form of road intersections, but what we have right here is more interesting. This is a fascinating viewpoint of a place where three countries meet. This three-point view can be found at the borders of Slovakia, Austria, and Hungary. These three nations established such amicable relationships that they even erected a table where individuals could sit in different countries simultaneously. What makes this table particularly intriguing is that each person sitting is subject to slightly varying laws in each respective country. For instance, while drinking in public is perfectly acceptable in Austria, it is actually illegal in Slovakia and sometimes restricted in Hungary. It is not difficult to imagine that some individuals residing in these areas may have started to forget which country they actually belong to. All three countries are part of the Schengen area, facilitating a relatively seamless flow of people and goods across their borders. Number 8. El Puente de El Marco. Not all countries are connected by bridges. However, among those connected by bridges, the El Puente de El Marco is distinct. El Marco Bridge is located in Rio Grande, Arbez, Portugal, and stands as the shortest international bridge in the world. This remarkable structure serves as a vital link, connecting the humble village of Rio Grand with its neighboring Spanish counterpart, El. One fascinating aspect of El Marco Bridge is that it only measures about 10 feet and 6 inches. This specific design feature was carefully tailored to traverse the narrow Abrelongo stream, which serves as a natural boundary between the two villages. Functionality and practicality were at the forefront of the bridge's construction, ensuring seamless connectivity for the residents of both Rio Grande and El. Despite its diminutive size, El Marco Bridge has garnered significant attention and acclaim. While primarily designed for pedestrians, this petite bridge also accommodates two-wheeled vehicles, further enhancing its convenience and accessibility for various modes of transportation. Surprisingly, crossing this bridge takes less than 5 seconds. What's even more fascinating is that if you were to embark on this journey at 2 p.m. Spanish time, you would magically travel back in time and arrive at 1 p.m. Portuguese time. Crossing this bridge means you may be subject to different laws and regulations in each. For instance, Spain has a peculiar law that prohibits individuals from walking more than 8 dogs at once. However, there is no such restriction in Portugal. So if you happen to have 9 dogs at home that are in dire need of a walk, you would need to bring them along the Portuguese side of the park. Furthermore, cultural differences can be observed while traversing this unique park. In Spain, it is customary for men to greet each other by shaking hands. On the other hand, in Portugal, they prefer to exchange warm hugs. Therefore, if you happen to encounter one of your buddies while strolling through this park, you should either extend your hand for a handshake or embrace them tightly, depending on which side of the park you find yourself on. Isn't this interesting? Number 7. The Heloland Zone. One of the territories in the world that stands out is an island known as Heligoland, located in the North Sea in Europe. Heligoland is an island that has a complex history of ownership. It was originally part of Denmark, then came under British control, then was later transferred to Germany, returned to Britain, and eventually became part of Germany again. Since 1890, it has been under German sovereignty. As a part of Germany, it is also considered a member of the European Union. However, it does not fall under the jurisdiction of the European Union customs area. This contrasts with Monaco, which is located near France and is not an European Union country, yet it is part of the European Union Customs Union. Such inconsistencies can leave one scratching their head in confusion. The unique status of Hela as part of Germany, but not the European Union Customs Union, is due to its advantageous tax-free policies on cigarettes and alcohol. This has created a distinctive economy heavily reliant on visitors seeking discounted prices on these items. So next time you find yourself in Heligoland, be prepared for a truly one-of-a-kind shopping experience amidst the island's unpredictable weather. Number 6. Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera. Have you ever pondered about what the world's shortest land border could possibly be? Well, allow me to introduce you to Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera, a remarkable Spanish exclave and rocky tidal island nestled in the breathtaking western Mediterranean Sea. This extraordinary landmass is not only connected to the Moroccan coastline by a sandy isthmus, but also linked to a smaller neighboring islet called La Isleta through a rugged rocky isthmus. Now let's unveil the astonishing aspect that truly captures the essence of this remarkable place. The border separating Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera from Morocco proudly claims the title of the world's shortest land border, stretching 85 meters or approximately 242 feet. It's truly extraordinary to fathom how such a minuscule stretch of land can bear witness to the complex history and political dynamics between these neighboring nations. Now let's dive into some intriguing geographical facts about this fascinating place. Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera is just one of the 7 Spanish enclaves dotting the northern coast of Morocco, showcasing its unique position within the region. Situated approximately 119 kilometers southeast of Ceuta, it stands as a testament to the historical and political dynamics between Spain and Morocco. Delving into its captivating history, we discover that this island underwent a significant transformation during the 1930s and 1940s when a sandbank seamlessly merged it with the mainland, converting it into a peninsula. Since 1563, Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera has remained under Spanish control, serving primarily as a strategic military base. Conclusively, Peñón de Vélez de la Gomera presents itself as an awe-inspiring testament to the intricate relationship between Spain and Morocco. Now it's time for our subscribers' pick. It is true that borders have the potential to ignite conflicts and disagreements among nations. The process of creating and defining borders can be intricate and contentious, particularly in areas with a rich history, complicated political dynamics, or diverse ethnicities. However, there are various factors that contribute to border-related disputes. Some of them include territorial claims, ethnic and cultural divisions, resource allocation, historical disputes, and security concerns. For instance, Indonesia and Malaysia have been embroiled in a long-standing territorial dispute concerning the ownership of the islands of Ligatan and Sipadan, which are situated in the Celebes Sea off the eastern coast of Borneo. This contentious issue first arose in 1969 during negotiations aimed at establishing the continental shelf boundary between the two nations. The disagreement persisted for several decades until it reached a critical turning point in 2002 when it was brought before the International Court of Justice, seeking a resolution and determination of rightful ownership. Now take a look at this photo displayed on your screen. What do you think about the yellow line serving as a sharp demarcation between both countries as seen in the picture? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Number 5. The Rio Grande. The Rio Grande, meaning Great River in Spanish, is one of the longest and most important rivers in North America. It forms part of the border between the United States and Mexico, stretching approximately 1,900 miles from its headwaters in the San Juan Mountains of Colorado to the Gulf of Mexico. The Rio Grande plays a significant role in the ecology, culture, and geopolitics of the region. It serves as a vital water source for agriculture, industry, and human consumption, supporting the livelihoods of millions of people on both sides of the border. The river and its surrounding areas are home to diverse ecosystems, including wetlands, forests, and desert landscapes, harboring a wide range of plant and animal species. However, the Rio Grande also presents various challenges and complexities. The river's role as an international border brings its own set of challenges. One of the significant issues is water management and allocation, particularly during periods of drought. The demand for water from agricultural, municipal, and industrial sectors often exceeds the available supply, leading to conflicts and disputes over water rights and usage. The movement of people, goods, and services across the border is subject to immigration and customs regulations, which could also impact trade, tourism, and the daily lives of border communities. The region has also faced issues related to unauthorized border crossings, human trafficking, and drug smuggling, which have prompted efforts to enhance border security. Overall, the Rio Grande is a complex and multifaceted river, playing a critical role in the social, economic, and environmental landscapes of the United States and Mexico. Its management and preservation require cooperation, sustainable practices, and careful consideration of the needs and interests of all stakeholders involved. Number 4. Gibraltar. Gibraltar is a small peninsula that is often referred to as the Rock due to its prominent limestone formation. Gibraltar has a unique geopolitical status. It is bordered by Spain to the north, and its strategic location at the entrance of the Mediterranean Sea made it historically significant. The territory has been under British sovereignty since 1713, following the Treaty of Utrecht, which ended the War of the Spanish Succession. The Rock of Gibraltar is a famous landmark and a symbol of the territory. It is home to the Barbary macaques, the only wild monkeys in Europe, which are a popular attraction for visitors. The Upper Rock Nature Reserve encompasses the upper part of the peninsula, offering stunning views, nature trails, and opportunities for birdwatching. One of the notable features of Gibraltar is its unique position as a British territory within the European Union. However, after the United Kingdom officially left the European Union, Gibraltar's status changed. A separate agreement, called the Gibraltar Protocol, was established between the United Kingdom and Spain to govern Gibraltar's relationship with the European Union, allowing for continued cross-border movement of people and goods. The sovereignty of Gibraltar remains a point of contention between the United Kingdom and Spain. Spain asserts a territorial claim over Gibraltar and calls for a return of sovereignty, while Gibraltar's residents have expressed their desire to remain under British governance. Nonetheless, the territory enjoys a large degree of self-governance. With its own government and legal system, Gibraltar is a unique and fascinating destination that combines historical, natural, and cultural attractions, making it an intriguing place to visit and explore. Number 3. Spain-Portugal border zipline. In the picturesque village of Sancler de Guadiana, nestled in the enchanting country of Spain, an exhilarating sight awaits. Here, you have the unique opportunity to embark on a thrilling zipline ride that will transport you to the charming village of Aocotem in Portugal. As you soar through the air, this incredible zipline journey traverses over the majestic Guadiana River, which serves as the natural border between the two nations. What adds an intriguing twist to this experience is the difference in time zones between Portugal and Spain. Despite the relatively short duration of the zipline ride, lasting only a minute, the time difference becomes evident. For instance, if you depart at 2 p.m. according to Spanish time, you will find yourself arriving at 1 p.m. in Portuguese time. The logistics of this cross-border zipline are undoubtedly complex, given the challenges of carrying out passport checks while suspended hundreds of feet in the air. However, these complexities only serve to enhance the exclusivity and wonder of this one-of-a-kind zipline, making it the sole cross-border zipline in the entire world. So if you are seeking an unforgettable and adrenaline-pumping experience, look no further than this extraordinary zipline adventure that seamlessly connects two neighboring villages in Spain and Portugal. Prepare to be captivated by the breathtaking views, the seamless border crossing, and the sheer thrill of defying gravity high above the Guadiana River. It is worth noting that Spain and Portugal both belong to the Schengen area and the European Union. This means that individuals can freely and effortlessly travel between these countries without undergoing any mandatory checks or formalities. Perhaps it is this seamless movement between nations that has led to the absence of a physical bridge connecting the two villages. Consequently, the zipline has become the go-to mode of transportation, offering unmatched convenience and a touch of excitement to those seeking to journey between these enchanting locales. Number 2. India and Pakistan border. The India-Pakistan border, also known as the Indo-Pak border or the international border, is the international boundary that separates the countries of India and Pakistan. It stretches from the line of control in the north, which separates the Indian-administered Jammu and Kashmir region from Pakistan-administered Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan to the Wagah border in the state of Punjab in the east. The India-Pakistan border is approximately 3,323 kilometers long and passes through various terrains, including mountains, deserts, and plains. It is one of the most heavily militarized borders in the world due to the complex history and disputes between the two countries. The border is demarcated by physical barriers, such as fences, walls, and checkpoints, to regulate the movement of people and goods. It is divided into different sectors, including the Jammu sector, Punjab sector, Rajasthan sector, and Gujarat sector, among others. The India-Pakistan border has been a subject of historical and ongoing political tensions between the two nations. Disputes over the region of Jammu and Kashmir, which is divided between India and Pakistan, have led to conflicts and wars in the past. The line of control in Jammu and Kashmir serves as a de facto border between the two countries in that region. The border region is heavily guarded by military and border security forces from both India and Pakistan. There are strict regulations and procedures for crossing the border, including visa requirements and customs checks. At the Wagah border crossing near Amritsar in Punjab, a daily ceremonial event known as the beating retreat, or lowering of the flags, takes place. This event attracts visitors from both countries and showcases the military drill and lowering of the national flags of India and Pakistan. The India-Pakistan border region is culturally diverse, with communities on both sides sharing common traditions, languages, and historical heritage. The border towns, such as Amritsar in India and Lahore in Pakistan, have cultural significance and are popular destinations for tourists. Number 1. Hotel Arbez. Hotel Arbez is a unique and notable hotel located on the France-Switzerland border. It is situated in the village of La Cure, which straddles both countries. The hotel is known for its distinct feature of having an international boundary running through its premises, with half of the hotel in France and the other half in Switzerland. Hotel Arbez has separate entrances and accommodations on either side of the border, allowing guests to choose whether they stay on the French side or the Swiss side. The hotel's restaurant also spans both countries, with a line marking the border running through the dining area. This unique border-crossing hotel has attracted visitors intrigued by the novelty of staying in two countries simultaneously. It offers a blend of French and Swiss hospitality, cuisine, and cultural experiences. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.